So I just saw this dude on YouTube who is also sun gazing like me, where your pineal gland is up to the sun, and then after you feel freaking amazing, like kind of right now. I feel calm, peaceful, mellow. I didn't have a problem calling my friend and telling him I didn't want to work today. Um, so that's the thing with jobs. You have to wake up. I mean, earliest is like 9 o'clock. By the time I wake up at 7, god damn, neighbors, neighbors. By the time I wake up at 7, I don't hate all neighbors, but by the time I wake up at 7, you can probably relate to this. I can't, like, make food and then stretch and then relax. I don't see how people who work jobs rush off to work. I don't see how they do that. I have more important things today to do before my mom gets back. I have to clean the house, and I have to go grocery shopping because I've been fucking eating hot dogs the whole time. All I was going to do today was organize a bunch of shit in a warehouse for $40. Oh, wow. Or I could complete all the important tasks I actually need to complete. There's a guy that on YouTube that looks just like me. Like, wow. If my younger brother, I call him my younger brother, he has the same name as me, mixed with me and we did a fusion, we would look exactly the same. And he was saying the exact same shit I was saying about jobs, about seeing people of who they really are. And why? He did sun gazing too. But naturally, I already see all that shit. But he's been sun gazing for 14 months. You watch his younger videos, his videos from before, and then you watch his videos from now. His face looks completely different. It got thinner. I'm going to say this because I don't care. More sexy. Yeah. I'm not afraid to not be manly. I'm not afraid to say gay things. I'm not afraid. Oh, by the way, this muscle's getting stronger because, well, I hit it with a brick last night. I doubt you can do that. Look. See, this is what's wrong with my body. It's disproportionate. My leg is messed up on this side because I had a leg injury 4 to 5 years ago, and it was never really fixed, and I have club feet. So this foot kind of is fucked up. So this one leans down and a little inward, where this one leans back, and if I leaned it, this one leans back and a little upward, that's the problem. And even if I moved them with exercises, this would still push it the other way. So I called my friend and said, I have to meditate all day. He was so pissed. He's like, well, he has this voice to him where he's like, well, it's kind of, you made a commitment. Dude, we almost crashed yesterday in your car like 5 times. I almost died like 5 times yesterday, which I'm not actually sad about. But then once I started sun gazing, I realized, hey, I could just leave my body without dying. When I do this, you can see the muscles in the back of my neck. Yeah, I'm like a fucking velociraptor. Just because people say crazy ass things like I just did, it doesn't fucking mean they're crazy. If someone takes a knife out and they try to stab someone, that means they're crazy. I mean, like, blah. Okay. It's time to close the windows. Because everything I say, my neighbor down there can hear everything I'm saying. So that's not good. But when I close all the windows, the air is so stagnant in here and plain and dead. Okay. I'm waiting for the sun to appear in that spot so I can sun gaze for however, I don't know how long. Because that dude, well, he's been doing it for 14 months. I've only been doing it for like a day and a half. And here's the thing. Here is the thing. I thought of this morning with the Bible. In every Jesus movie, in every religious movie, in every Bible movie, Jesus is like always, let me reenact this. Whenever there's like a slave in pain, he's like, "Urgh." Jesus will just walk up to him and be like, here is some water, my son. Or, keep going, my son. Like every Bible story, Jesus is just like fucking there. And he just fucking helps everyone. I'm not religious in any way. I grew up with religious ass people. So I know all this shit. And, like, ugh. So when I do the sun gazing thing, I swear to God, the Bible is based off the fucking sun. There were 3 wise men in the desert, and they looked up to the sky and saw a bright shining light. What do you think that bright shining light was? Do you think they were directed by God? No! The sun can direct you which way directions are. It can tell you what time of the day it is. The sun can do multiple things. Someone already proved it in a documentary on Netflix, how the whole entire Bible is based off the sun. The sun. So, there was a conspiracy theory on YouTube that a guy backed up with a lot of evidence that all Jesus was one of the illuminated ones. Like, you know, the Illuminati, which is kind of funny. I laughed at that a little bit too. But there is a thing, I want to call it a thing, that I don't believe. I'm going to say I don't believe. I do believe. I do believe it, and I don't believe it. Does that make sense? That there are royal families. There are royal families. That's true. There are royal families. They do control our society. But the royal families are all the way back from the Egyptian times. They come from way far back. The Egyptian, the Roman, all of them, they just migrated to basic day society and they still control us with money. They're still royal. Everyone is still interbreeded. And apparently, Jesus was just one guy that was in the royal family that was, as in, we've been being scammed since that time period. Does that make sense? We've been being played since, I'm going to say, the Jesus period. If you want to know about history, ask my older sister. She is the history buff. I am not the history buff at all. At all. I'm the dude that makes my body extremely hard by hitting it with bricks, which in fact works. I mean, you could punch me in the chest and it wouldn't hurt. You can try to cut me with a knife and it won't work. I'll show you. I'll show you. Now I'm lightly doing it. If I do it faster. Why does this work? Probably because not every night, but most of the nights, I do this. I rub bricks against my skin. Why? I'm not afraid to admit this. Because the Chinese do it. This has been a proven fact. There's a guy who can get a butcher knife and slice it across his chest and it doesn't hurt him. There's a guy that can be shot by bullets and not get hurt. Bullets. That's pretty good. Just saying, that's pretty good. All I'm doing is the same thing they're doing, just a little better. Like, my arms are the strongest part of me. Like this, my forearms. If you want to kill me, don't go for my forearms. Like my forearms, the strongest part of me. Yeah. It's just a little knife. But my mom always says, because one night when I was living with my mom, she found out that I was doing it, and she's like, "Oh, you're hurting yourself." And I'm like, "No, Mom. If I was hurting myself, I'd be in the corner being like, yeah, yeah. And I'd be like licking a bloody knife. I'd be like that crazy kid in every movie, in every, like, weird. I'd be like the kid from Chronicle that has the camera and is recording everyone and then tries to kill everyone in the end. I'd be like that kid. But no. I do it because I try to make my body harder and more defensive. Because I'm not an offensive person. I don't like starting fights. I like defending myself from crazy people that want to start fights. Yeah. It's called iron body conditioning, by the way, or iron shirt conditioning, or iron shirt kung fu, or iron leg conditioning. People do it to every body part. They use chi to control it, of where it goes in the body. I can put my fingers on a fence of wood and go all the way down without it giving me any kind of wood cut or paper cut or splinter. How? Honestly, I don't know. All I do is I focus all the pain feeling and make it stay into my brain. I don't let the pain receptors go from my arm to my fingers back to my hands. And for some strange reason, I don't get any splinters and I don't feel any pain in my hands. All it does is make my hands really fucking dirty. Then I have to spit on my hand and then use spit to clean my hand off or use a water bottle. But yeah. My mom's coming home today, late tonight, I believe. And I'm going to go cook some rice. And the sun is appearing. They say only do sun gazing. They say only do sun gazing in the beginning of the morning and right before bed, like right on sundown. But I say, fuck that. Do it as much as you want each day and see what happens. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm definitely going to do. And disagree in the comments with everything I said. Go for it. I don't care. What's it gonna do? Nothing. Oh, and by the way, this. I like putting this, because this, I really like this card I made for some strange reason. Look, Illuminati symbolism. Ooh. Freemasonry symbolism. That's how they shake hands. Oh. You know this is a Illuminati thing. It represents the phallic symbol. Pointing! Anything can be an Illuminati symbol. Goodbye.